This week, we are going to learn about classes, and we have been using classes all semester. The main method is in the program class, and so we have literally been using them all semester, but you are going to learn how to create your own class. We have used the math class. We've used methods from that class, which is part of C Sharp. We've used the random class to retrieve random numbers. Random is also part of C Sharp. And you are going to learn how to create your own class. And you'll then learn how to create a couple of special class methods called constructors. And you're going to learn more about the private and public access modifiers. So we are not going to read all of Chapter 9. Chapter 9 is lengthy, and it's kind of everything you wanted to know about creating classes. So we're going to start with private class fields, and then we will learn how to do public class fields and everything that goes with a private and a public class. That is what we're going to learn this week. And then next week, we are going to learn how to create properties. So for this week, you only need to read pages 47 through 52 and look at the examples from those pages. And you can see it's not that many pages, but going through all the examples does take a while. So this is a lengthy video. So what I've done is I have kind of split out the times here so you know at what point in the video I'm covering different things. So, if you're reading along and you need an exam or explanation of programming example 2, for example, this is where you need to be in the video to hear that explanation. Okay, for programming example 3, this is where you need to be in the video. Okay, so you can kind of forward the video to wherever you need to hear the explanation. Okay, so this is an extremely important topic, which is why we're going to spend a couple weeks on this chapter, because C# is an object-oriented language. So it's important that you really understand how to create classes and how everything works. Okay, so once you finish the reading and you finish looking at the examples, then you can do the lab assignment and you can do the understanding check. The lab assignment is split into 2 parts because we're splitting this chapter into 2 parts. So you will be completing the first 3 exercises. So if we pull this up, you can see that I did a video for exercises 1, 2, and 3, which is part 1 of the assignment. And it is 30 minutes or 32 minutes, but it will save you time if you watch the video because you are going to know exactly what you need to do. Okay, so I've got the directions. I have an example that you can look at, but for many of you, this is going to be completely new. So please look at the examples, watch the videos, reach out to me if you are confused about anything. Okay, but the assignment is going to be to create the first 3 exercises. Okay, and if you want additional information, I did include a couple of additional resources down here. Also, all of the pages that are linked into the ebook, all of the examples I've included here, including the lab assignment. And this week, because we are starting classes, I thought it might be a really good time for an instructor check-in. Okay, so the agenda of the check-in is going to be very similar to what it was last time. Is there anything that we covered in chapters 1 through 9 that you're confused about? What part of the course has been the most challenging? And is there anything I can do to make it easier? Okay, so please meet with me during live stream, or if you're in the live stream class, we can do it after the lecture. We can do it during lab. We can just go into a breakout room. If you're in the online class, you can certainly come into live stream. You can come into any of my office hours. You can come in during our class because you're welcome in the class. So any of those times, and we can do the check-in. If you can't do it in person, it is perfectly fine if you add the information to the Dropbox here. Okay, so that is what we're covering this week. And I hope you guys enjoy creating classes because that is the foundation of object-oriented programming.